Sawyer. I'm a GeoVital geobiologist and also a nutritional therapy practitioner. Today I just wanted to do a quick video on electric field measurements in a typical home situation, and I wanted to do a demonstration here on a proper way to test electric fields from a clock. The clock's what we're using, but you can use anything that has electric fields going through it. So a lot of people will get these tri-field meters and use these to measure electric because they have an electric field setting on them. Now, this is not what I use, but I wanted to demonstrate why I don't use this meter for electric fields. It's good for magnetic fields. That's what I use it for. But electric fields in the radio microwave setting is not really that good for if you're trying to detect things for health reasons. They don't add up to the type of quality you want in a meter for those settings. So I just want to show you why I don't use the electric field setting. So if you come up real close here, you can kind of see I've got the distance to the electric field source, and I have to go all the way to about 7.5 inches for it to register even at 1 milligauss there. So what we have here is 1 milligauss at about 7.5 inches. Now just kind of come in here, bring the camera in here. Watch what happens when I let go of the meter. You see how it goes down? And then I hold it again. That's because this is actually measuring the difference in voltage between wherever I'm standing and the electric source. So when I move it closer, it gets to be larger because it's closer to the source. Now watch what happens when I take my other hand and touch this over here. See how it goes down? So if you're standing in a room that has a lot of electric fields all over, you're really only measuring the difference in voltage between yourself and whatever you're testing. So in order for this to get a better reading, I have this other meter here. This would have the same issue. So, but it's a little more sensitive. So you can see, like, if I hold it, the voltage goes up. To really get in there close to see this one because the screen's really bright. I'm holding it, the voltage gets higher. Okay? So what you can do is, and I'll go touch the source. Okay? So I go real close, I touch it, get really close there. Okay, so I'm touching it, now I'm going to let go of the clock. See how high it goes? So it's measuring the difference in voltage. Now I'm touching the clock again. Alright? So normally if you took this meter, you would check it and you'd be like, okay, so it's 1 milligauss right here. So you have to be that far away from the clock. But really that's not true, because in order to get a proper reading, you have to be grounded. So one thing you can do is ground yourself by holding something like this and measuring. And that actually helps this. So zoom in on the meter here. So when I'm testing this, it goes up there. Okay, so I'm holding it. Now watch when I touch that. See how it moves? Because this thing right here is grounded. So I'm getting a more true reading of what it is when I'm grounded. But that's still not enough, because the meter itself really needs to be grounded. So if I ground this meter, which has a plug in here for it, so I'll leave it right here at 7.5. This is where this one was. 7.5 was our measurement. So I'm going to plug this in, and look how high it goes just from that. It goes up to 85. I'm going to unplug it, keep it right there, and then it goes down to 26, and then plug it back in. And then when I plug it back in and hold it, it's even more because I'm actually adding voltage to the meter right now when I let go. So I'm standing on voltage. That's a sign that I'm standing on voltage, and the voltage that I'm on is higher than what the bed is. Now, here's the other crazy thing. So you go back to a safe level. We'll go back on the, here, go ahead and back up the, okay, so we're going to back it up way far away from the source, where this is not, this meter over here is not going to have any reading at all. So I'm just going to turn this one off. This one's obsolete at this point. Alright. Now watch what happens when I touch this to my hand. Look at the number. And because this instrument is grounded, it's showing what the difference is in voltage to me from the ground. Now the human body is conductive of these electric fields. So even if I unplug this clock, which is the only thing that's plugged in this room, look at the reading here. It went down to 19 volts. Now I'm going to sit on this bed and you're going to see, so this is still, so right now we're at 19 volts per meter. I'm going to measure my own hand again. I'm still just as high. Can you zoom in on that? Okay. So this is why you have to measure. All these electric fields in the wall are going onto this spring mattress and on this bed and the ceiling and the floor, and they are electrifying this whole room, and it treats your body just as if you were like some big piece of metal that's conductive of all these electric fields. So you really have to have the proper measurement tools to get a proper reading in a bedroom. Otherwise you're just measuring fields and you don't really know what's going on the person's body. That's why we have meters that actually measure the body. There's other meters that have a body voltage. If you don't have that, especially for electric fields, you can get a little Sperry thing for like 20 bucks and then have some kind of grounding source, and you can actually take it like this and then look for sources of RF and or not RF, sources of electric field exposure like this. So this is about equivalent of 30 volts per meter when it blinks. So when I'm grounded, it works. If I let go, it doesn't. So I'll touch the wall. Oh, there's nothing here. That's because I'm not grounded. Now I'll touch this. Now it's going. See that? So you have to either ground your body to get accurate measurement, or even the best measurement is when you can actually ground your instrument that you're measuring with. Otherwise, you're definitely not going to have proper reading, and you're not going to know what is actually affecting the body when you're doing a home assessment or trying to help somebody out. So I hope this video is helpful. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at Primal Healing Rhythms on Facebook or Melting Pot Nutrition. Thanks a lot.